Right, this is Sheba, the TGIE program.
We're now going to demonstrate a couple of our training techniques, as well as show you some of the hand signs we use for TGIE. Our first and most important training tool is to establish a good relationship with our dog. Our entire first week, once the dogs arrive, is spent bonding with the dog, socializing them, gaining their trust, and letting them know that they are safe here and cared for. After our bonding process, we begin training. This consists of luring the dog. Luring is the foundation of most of our commands and tricks. This is done by using high-value rewards or treats in your hand and getting our dog to follow it into the position we want them in. Once they are there, we give them an energetic yes, marking the behavior, and immediately give them the reward. This is the example. After we have the dog consistently following the lure, we go to the next step, which is called fading the lure. This is the process of getting our dog to follow just our hand with no reward in it. This is the example.
Swing. Yes.
The third phase of luring is to turn the lure into a hand sign. Once your dog starts going into the position we want them in, we start shortening our movements of the lure hand from long, exaggerated motions to very short ones, to the point that it is only a hand sign. This is the example.
Swing. Yes. Good.
The fourth step is adding a verbal cue. Once your dog is doing the command regularly, we add the verbal cue right before we do the hand sign. This ultimately sets up the goal to have our dog respond to only verbal cues. This is the example.
Swing. Yes.
Marking behaviors. Sometimes we also see our dogs do things that we can turn into little tricks on commands. This is called marking natural behaviors. An example of this is the bow command. We notice our Greyhound stretching almost every time he gets out of bed, so we mark it in buddy and turn it into a bow. This is the example.
Buddy. Buddy. Bow. Bow. Yes.
Positive reinforcement. When marking any behavior, and in general, one of the most important tools when training these amazing dogs is positive reinforcement. These dogs sense our moods and feelings. If we are down and lethargic, so are they. When we are happy and upbeat, they become happy and upbeat. Giving them positive reinforcement and a great attitude works wonders with these dogs and keeps them wanting to train. Good leadership starts with trust and a positive attitude. We also do an exercise with the dogs here at TGIE called circle training. This is an exercise we do in order to socialize our dogs around other hounds, and also to work their commands around people and distractions. We find it very useful with unsure and fearful dogs, bringing their confidence levels up in terms of interacting with other dogs. It's a wonderful tool in the training process, and here's what it looks like.